Imagine yourself desperately seeking a romantic connection, hoping to find someone who will become your other half. You pour all your time and energy into texting, planning dates, and even altering aspects of yourself to capture their attention. Yet, time and again, you are met with indifference and coldness. All your efforts seem to vanish into thin air, as the other person remains largely unconcerned with your presence. In such a scenario, instead of continuing to invest your energy in an unreciprocated relationship, it's time to reclaim that energy and dedicate it to reconnecting with yourself. Focus on your personal growth. Becoming the best version of yourself is easier when you are genuinely happy and content from within. Those who truly recognize and value your worth will gravitate toward you organically. Transitioning from chasing dreams to attracting them means not abandoning your aspirations, but rather adjusting your perspective and actions in a way that allows you to naturally obtain what you deserve, without undue struggle or striving. This shift not only enhances your mental well-being, but also transforms you into a magnet for opportunities and the right people. Are you ready to change your outlook on life so that good things come to you effortlessly? In today's exploration, we will delve into 10 powerful Stoic principles that will empower you to become a magnet for your desires. Before we begin, take a moment to express your intention. Write, "I am a magnet," in the comment section. This simple declaration will be the first step in your journey and will help to spread positive energy around you. This video is not a guide to manipulation, but to transformation and empowerment. By understanding Stoicism and the principles behind them, one can change one's perspective and learn to live in a more fulfilling and meaningful life. This lesson will teach you to value yourself and in the end draw better results. Unveiling the 10 Stoic principles. Our journey begins with 1. Letting go of fear. A while back, a friend posed a profound question to me. If you knew you were about to die, what would be your last words? This question stopped me in my tracks for a moment. What would I say with my final breath? After a moment's reflection, I decided, don't be afraid. Live with courage. Don't fear death, and most importantly, don't fear God. This response stems from a deep conviction that fear, when understood and managed properly, can be a powerful signal, guiding us towards true living. It's something like this. Fear is the obstacle that keeps us from living authentically. I actually consider fear a positive thing, because when we are fearful, it means that we are alive, but remember to know the difference between good and bad. When we let go of useless fears, we are set free. Fear isn't merely an obstruction that prevents us from seizing new opportunities. It also traps us in anxiety and insecurity. Fear deeply affects how we make decisions and form relationships. When we are controlled by fear, we often make decisions driven by anxiety rather than considering the underlying reasons for things. This not only forces us to miss out on valuable opportunities, but also introduces tension and a lack of honesty into our relationships. We often harbor fears of rejection or loneliness, which entangles us in unhealthy relationships or compels us to pursue people who don't reciprocate our feelings. But when we learn to release fear, we start attracting things that are truly worthy of us. Confidence and authenticity gradually replace unnecessary worries, allowing us to naturally attract and influence others. Confidence does not only create strong bonds, but it will make others admire you as well. This applies to every aspect of life. When we stop being afraid, we open ourselves to new opportunities and bravely face challenges. The best way to let go of fear is to face it, accept it, and try to understand its roots. Practice mindfulness, question negative thoughts, and gradually replace them with positive ones. It's crucial to understand that letting go of fear is neither an easy nor a quick journey. It's a continuous process. Each time we overcome a fear, we not only strengthen and liberate ourselves, but we also attract more positive things into our lives. This does not mean we should not be careful. It's important to learn to know the difference between trusting and being naive. This will help you make sure you are cautious when trusting. Letting go of fear not only helps us grow, but also paves the way for a richer, more meaningful, and fulfilling life. The first step to not being so afraid is to understand the bad impacts they have on us. It's not just about making us lose chances, but it has us feeling a certain way with relationships. Think of all the negative impacts it has on your life. Think about all the things you are letting go of. With this being said, here is a small task for you. To let go of fear, leave a comment that says "Release fear" and watch how the world around you improves. This is the start to something greater, something brighter. Now, we will explore how to attract what you desire. Have you ever been unintentionally drawn into someone's conversation? I'm certain you've experienced this at least once in your life, and each time, you sense a strange joy and curiosity about how that person creates such captivating charm. The secret lies in their ability to keenly understand your emotions. They know what you need and how you'll react to their next words. This lesson is designed to help you understand how to draw attention. This way, it isn't just about your looks. It is about your entire being. When you're in a job interview, you easily discern what the interviewer is seeking in a candidate. And when you understand what the other person is thinking, you can even win that person's affection. Understanding this is a key factor to gaining everything you want. This is where the second lesson comes in. It shows the things you will need to improve, which are also important for many aspects of life. With this tool, you can easily achieve your goals in life. The person before you offers many advantages in work-related relationships and various other facets of life. Understanding others' emotions is akin to the principle by which we achieve everything we desire in our lives. Therefore, instead of trying to control everything, learn to control yourself. Think of yourself as a magnet. When you properly align your thoughts, actions, and energy, you'll effortlessly attract whatever you desire. Life is not about a race, but about how you live and think. Therefore, focus on what you want. When you have a strong desire to achieve something but have faith in your worth, you must clearly define your desires, whether they be career, relationships, or life experiences, and believe that you are entitled to these things. Write them down and etch them into your mind and heart, not to force their attainment, but to prepare yourself to receive them. If you consistently focus on the things you fear, your life will be filled with anxieties, but if you focus on the things you truly desire, you'll pave the way for them. The key here is to believe that whatever you want is something that you believe you deserve. When you focus on this feeling, it helps you in the path of the better. In relationships, this principle becomes even more crucial. Do you genuinely desire love and support? Then first cultivate within yourself the qualities you wish to see around you. In your career, too, if you behave with confidence, as if you've already achieved your goals, opportunities will gradually present themselves. This isn't merely wishful thinking, but a robust self-assurance that naturally emanates from within you, drawing the attention of others. This is a lesson to learn that will make you be able to have the strength to achieve them. By adjusting your thoughts and personal energy, you can attract the right people and opportunities. Always being positive does not just come from a surface. It's important that you always work to make it happen. In order to have that attraction, 3. Embrace uplifting moments. Here we speak of our thoughts and energy like a magnet that focuses on desires, attracting opportunities and the right people through positive thinking. Now, let's delve deeper into the third tenet, cherishing moments. Treasure every moment of your life. Act without hesitation and give your love and time to your loved ones, because the door of life can close at any time. When we deeply reflect on life, it isn't merely an endless stream, but a collection of moments, both positive and negative. As Epictetus stated, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. We cannot control everything happening around us, but we can certainly choose how we accept it. Embracing and welcoming positive moments isn't merely a way of surviving, but also a path to attaining inner peace. In this way, we live life with an open heart. In relationships, embracing and appreciating positive moments fosters deeper and more lasting connections. For example, take Tom's story. He and his wife have spent 10 long years together, filled with joys and ordinary days. They have also gained some sad memories. Tom and his wife had a wonderful day. Tom took a moment and expressed his enthusiasm for being happy. All he said was, "I'm so happy being with you today." This simple statement can strengthen a relationship, create a connection, inspire positive behavior, and build a strong foundation for a lasting relationship, perhaps one that lasts 30 years, 50 years, or forever. With faith in God's path, we also learn to embrace His presence in positive moments. Every moment is special, and happiness is a gift from God, a symbol of His grace and mercy. It is important to always remember to work towards achieving goals, and also make sure to not let anything get in your way. Living in your present with deep gratitude isn't merely adopting a static philosophy. It's also a way of honoring and trusting in God's plan. Always remember to have strength. After all, gather around you people and activities that bring positive energy, because this is how happiness and peace are fostered. Focusing on the present moment not only improves your health, but also attracts positive energy and abundance into your life. Live with gratitude and enjoy every moment. This is how we live life in the best and fullest way. Leave a comment saying, "I live in the present and I cherish it," if you want to cherish the moments that will come. Here is a time for reflection. 4. Be true to yourself. When you're starting a long-term relationship, have you ever tried to change yourself to fit them? You try to learn about their hobbies and desires, and then start doing everything accordingly. We all think this is the right way to connect with someone else, but when we think about ourselves, we realize that this way we lose our inner connection. It's safe to say it's important to know what you will do for yourself. Most of us have certainly spent time either trying to fit into a group or impress others. Instead of acting wisely, we often start telling people the things we think they want to hear and acting in ways that go against our true identity. In simple terms, we fail to be true to our authentic selves. Being true to yourself is one of the core tenets of Stoic philosophy, and it's a very difficult lesson. When we try to please others or fulfill external expectations, we can easily stray from our deepest values and beliefs. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Authentic behavior and thought give us peace and create true relationships with others. As a person, it is good to keep in mind to always be yourself no matter what. When we remain true to our values, we attract like-minded people, and the right opportunities present themselves organically. However, being true to yourself isn't just about being honest with others. It's also about setting personal boundaries. It also includes having the courage to say no when needed and not compromising your values to please others. It is never a must that we act certain ways. It should come from within. One's self-respect and confidence are also essential outcomes of remaining true to your values. When you honor your truth, you build self-respect and attract admiration and trust from those around you. Let's look at the story of Andrew, who is a person that let the external expectations go and followed his feelings. It only made him connect with himself. Not only did he find joy, but he found what he wanted to do with himself. Always find a way to know who you truly are, and with this, you can find someone who will stay with you for a long time. There should always be respect. And 5, do your best and let go. We've discussed how living honestly with yourself can rediscover balance and meaning in life. Now, I want to ask you a question. Do you know why everyone on this earth should learn how to let go? Let's take the example of a dedicated gardener who sows seeds and tends to their garden. They water, fertilize, and protect the plants from strong winds, but they cannot force the plants to bloom the next day. This gardener understands that after doing their part, the rest depends on nature. They release control and allow time and natural conditions to take care of the rest. Accepting the limits of control is a core tenet of Stoic philosophy. In life, we often want to control every outcome, relationship, and personal success, but it isn't possible because many things are beyond our reach. Mark Aurelian said, "Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life." This doesn't mean to always feel disappointed, but to put your whole heart into every moment and every task so that when you release, you can release peacefully. This tenet is also very crucial in relationships. Sometimes, Even when we try our best to maintain and enhance a relationship, the outcome isn't what we envisioned. But instead of controlling things or forcing them, we should learn how to let go and trust that what's meant to be will happen on its own. The way you control things should have freedom, and in that freedom, you should let things happen on its own. This is a huge point. The same applies to work or studies. When you finish a project or prepare well for an exam, all that's left is to release the stress and trust that your hard work will yield the best results. But releasing doesn't mean you don't care. It means understanding your limits and making room for new possibilities and the unknown. When we try to do our best and then allow things to happen naturally, we attract positive energy instead of living in anxiety and stress. True strength lies in trusting yourself and your efforts, understanding that life will arrange things in the best way on its own. When we put our whole heart and patience into our actions, we don't worry about the outcomes because we've done our best, and the rest we leave to nature. I think you know the answer now through this fifth principle. The question is why everyone should learn to let go. In the end, we've made sure that not only are you taking what is in your control, you're also letting things go that are not in your control. To achieve your dreams, always, 6, envision success. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the soul is dyed with the color of its thoughts. Positive imagination is a way in which we can connect to the good thoughts, helping the soul to identify the right opportunities and capture them. When we imagine the success, we do not only increase self-confidence, but also create an invisible attraction, which right opportunities and like-minded people pull toward you. To be able to get what you want, you have to work towards what you want. It is important to believe, but to get the benefits, you should never doubt. Having the strength to believe is important to go through challenges. In a relationship that will last, you have to have all the right qualities, and it is not an attraction if they love you but hate your success. This can't only happen in one career goal. You have to be able to be happy and secure, and also to have a family and have all the support. It is very important to have that. As you envision this dream, you have to remember to be on that path. To maintain your dreams, make sure to 7. Let go of control. Realizing we need to control things is a natural human reaction, and the human body wants to control all the things you have planned. If you have all these plans, it is good to let go, but what is not to be done is letting all that go in your hands because that will have to be put in another perspective, and it may not happen. Do not rely too much on these external factors. In a boat, you control the direction, but what is not controlled is how you will get there. What the people say may or may not affect, which is something that can't be helped. There is always something to learn. In relationships, it's important to consider what you feel for them, and if they aren't the one for you, it's good to let them go. Remember that at the end, it will hurt more if you stay. One of the best ways is to 8. Set clear goals. But these will be your guide through your feelings and decisions. And to remember that you should not control what other people do and only worry about what you have to do. What is important is you knowing the worth of the life you have. Clear goals are to make life in a straight point, so you don't have to get lost in a moment. Make a list. Think of how all things will fall in place if all goals are cleared. Having everything that we have talked about, it's time to 9. Practice patience. Think about you driving, but in traffic that is slowly moving. When you're stressed, it puts you in a state of the opposite. It is easy to not be patient, but to remember what all 10 lessons has taught you. This means that you need to be at peace to be able to get where you are going. Patience is the key to have no worries in life. There are all these other obstacles in life, but what is important is how you tackle it. Things will take time, but you can't hurry it. In order to find that patience, make sure to 10. Nurture self-love and self-worth. Who does not love themselves cannot love anyone. It all comes from the inside. It starts with ourselves. It is important to have all that to know what you have and what to remember. There will be no greater love than what you feel for yourself, because it is important that you remember to always be happy. Remember to remember the points and start to know that all these people love you. In conclusion, we often find ourselves trapped in storms of desires and fears, seeking things that are beyond our control. Through these 10 Stoic principles, we learn that true happiness lies in inner self-control. We must focus on what we can control and release the outcomes that aren't ours. When we stop chasing and start attracting good things by becoming the best version of ourselves, we're truly happy. Life's journey and true happiness come from within. The goal is to find what you want to achieve and be happy for not giving up.